Okay, Mahila, we just started now. So, today we are going to learn about adjective. Okay, adjective in Japanese is
形容詞、
keiyoshi.
形容詞、
Keiyoshi. So, what is keiyoshi? Keiyoshi is a word that helps in describing noun. Noun is anything, any object. Okay. For example, see, beautiful flower. So over here, beautiful is an adjective which helps in describing a noun. So there are two types of keiyoshi in Japanese. I-keiyoushi. Okay. So this is I-keiyoushi because all the adjectives end with E. Okay. R-E. So this E. For example, new book. New book. So over here, new is adjective and book is a noun. So in Japanese, it is
新しい本、
atarashi hon.
新しい本、
Atarashi hon. Okay. So this atarashi. This is atarashi e. So this is i-keiyoushi. Okay.
な形容詞、
na-keiyoushi.
な形容詞、
Okay. Na-keiyoushi. Because all the adjectives end with na. For example, healthy man. Healthy man in Japanese is
健康な男、
kenko na otoko.
健康な男、
Kenko na otoko. Okay. So this is how there are two types of adjectives, i-keiyoushi and na-keiyoushi. So let us look at the example of i-keiyoushi. So i-keiyoushi, for example, kind teacher. Okay, kind teacher. So in Japanese, it is
優しい先生、
yasashi sensei.
優しい先生、
Yasashi sensei. Okay. Next is big flower. Big is oki and flower is hana. So it is
大きい花、
oki hana.
大きい花、
Oki hana. So again, the adjective ends with e. Let us look at the next example. Small child. Small child is
小さい子供、
chisai kodomo.
小さい子供、
Chisai kodomo. Okay, so the adjective ends with e. Now, adjectives are easy to remember if you make them, remember them like this opposite. Big, small. So, big is oki, chisai is small. So, this is how it will be easy to remember all the adjectives. Next is red car. Red is akai and car is kuruma. So,
赤い車、
akai kuruma.
赤い車、
Akai kuruma. So E is used again. Next is round bread. Round bread is
丸いパン、
marui pan.
丸いパン、
Marui pan. Here, pan is in Katakana because it is borrowed from a foreign language. Okay, now let us look at na-keiyoushi. Before showing you some of the examples, in na-keiyoushi, there are some words that end with e. So even though they end with e, they are considered as na-keiyoushi. For example, over here, beautiful mountain is
きれいな山、
kireina yama.
きれいな山、
Kireina yama. So here E even though it ends with E, it is not i-keiyoushi. It is na-keiyoushi. So you will come across such words, and how to remember them? You will have to just memorize each of this kind of adjectives, and there are very few such words, so they are easy to remember. Quiet person. Now the quiet person is
静かな人。
shizukana hito.
静かな人。
Shizukana hito. Okay, so shizukana hito. Okay, this is how we say. Next is sturdy bicycle. Sturdy bicycle, very strong bicycle, which doesn't break easily, is
丈夫な自転車。
jobuna jitensha.
丈夫な自転車。
Jobuna jitensha. So jitensha is bicycle or bike, and jobuna is sturdy. Next is bright red sun. Okay, it is
真っ赤な太陽。
makkana taiyo.
真っ赤な太陽。
Makkana taiyo. Makka is bright red, and taiyo is sun. So makkana taiyo. Next is favorite food. Favorite food in Japanese is
好きな食べ物。
kina tabemono.
好きな食べ物。
Kina tabemono. So this was a short introduction to adjectives. Later on, we will have it in more detail in coming classes. Okay, so let us go to today's topic. Today's topic is about question who. Who in Japanese is dare, and all the words related to dare we will be learning today. Next is Hiragana, Katakana, ba to go, and some words related to the letters that we learned today. So let us start with question. Question in Japanese is
質問。
shitsumon.
質問。
Shitsumon. And shitsumon, who? Okay, so who in Japanese is
どなた。
donata.
どなた。
Donata. And
誰。
dare.
誰。
Dare. So who in Japanese is donata, which is a polite form, and dare is a neutral. And now let us look at how they are used in a sentence. Okay, sentence structure. So topic or a subject, and then wa or ga, and question word, and then verb. Here the question verb is who. So let us look here. Dash wa dare desu ka. Okay. Dash wa dare desu ka. Now let us look it with an example. Okay. Who is that person? Who is that person? Person in Japanese is
人。
hito.
人。
Hito. And in sentence it is
あの人は誰ですか。
ano hito wa dare desu ka. Okay.
あの人は誰ですか。
Ano hito wa dare desu ka. Now let us look at it with donata.
あの方はどなたですか。
Ano kata wa donata desu ka.
あの方はどなたですか。
Ano kata wa donata desu ka. So over here, hito, we change the hito to kata. Kata is a very formal way of saying person. Okay. So ano kata wa donata desu ka. Now let us look at another example. Who is the English teacher? Okay. So English in Japanese is
英語。
eigo.
英語。
Eigo. So this is English in Japanese. And teacher is
先生。
sensei.
先生。
Sensei. So when we say English teacher, in Japanese, it is Eigo no sensei. Okay. So, 英
語の先生は誰ですか？
英語の先生は誰ですか？
英語の先生は誰ですか？
英語の先生は誰ですか？ So this is how we say. So this was about who, okay? Dare. Now let us look at whose, okay? Whose. And whose in Japanese is
どなたの、
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 誰の、
誰の、
誰の。
誰の. And どなたの is polite form and 誰の is neutral. And the sentence structure will be topic or a subject and then question word and then verb. So, dash は誰のですか? Okay. So, let us look at the example. Whose umbrella is this? Okay. Whose umbrella is this? Umbrella in Japanese is
傘、
kasa.
傘。
Kasa. And if you look here, this is hito. Okay. There are people under an umbrella. So this is how it gets easier to remember the kanji. Now in Japanese, whose umbrella is this?
この傘は誰のですか？
この傘は誰のですか?
この傘は誰のですか？
この傘は誰のですか? So 誰の is whose. And if we use どなた、
この傘はどなたのですか？
この傘はどなたのですか?
この傘はどなたのですか？
この傘はどなたのですか? Let us look at the next example. Whose book is that? So whose is 誰の and book is
本、
本。
本。
本. This is the kanji for 本. So
それは誰の本ですか？
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 それは誰の本ですか? So we are pointing it out. それは誰の本ですか? Okay, now we will look other words related to dare. Okay. For example, dare ka. So what is dare ka? Dare ka is somebody. Okay, somebody or someone. And for example, someone please answer the phone. Let us see this sentence. Someone please answer the phone. So someone is dare ka. And to answer the phone is
電話に出る。
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 電話に出る。So when we are requesting someone, please answer, or so at that time the ru will become te form. It will get te form. Okay.
誰か電話に出てください。
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 誰か電話に出てください。So here the 出る will become 出てください。You don't need to remember everything. Just it's enough if you just know this 誰か is somebody. Okay. Later on, I'll cover this topic about te form of verb. Now let us look at this 誰も. 誰も is and then something negative. When we say 誰も and something negative, it means nobody, okay, or no one. So let us look at the example. No one is here. So no one is here is
誰もいません。
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 dare mo imasen. And so we can also say like this.
ここには誰もいません。
Koko ni wa dare mo imasen.
ここには誰もいません。
Koko ni wa dare mo imasen. So here ni wa koko ni. Koko ni wa dare mo imasen. So this is how we use this particle. Again, dare mo. First we saw dare mo. Here dare ni mo. And then negative is also nobody. Okay, dare ni mo. For example, lose to no one. Okay, don't lose to anyone, or don't lose to no one is like, to lose is
負ける。
makeru.
負ける。
Makeru. And lose to no one is
誰にも負けない。
dare ni mo makenai.
誰にも負けない。
Dare ni mo makenai. Next is dare demo. So dare demo, and then when we say something positive, earlier this dare mo or dare ni mo is negative, but here dare demo, and then something positive is anybody or everybody or everyone. So let us look at the example here. Everyone can do it, or anyone can do it is can do it is dekimasu. So
誰でもできます。
dare demo dekimasu.
誰でもできます。
Dare demo dekimasu. So these are all different words that we learned about dare. Of course, this might be too much in one video, but I tried my best to cover everything. Later on, I'll upload this in YouTube channel. You can have a look and replay it again if you want to know more about this. Now let us go to the next Hiragana Batubo. Okay, so this 1, 2, and 3 is ha. Okay, it is ha. But when we put 10, it becomes
ば。
ba.
ば。
Ba. Okay, and ba, it is typed ba. Ba. Ba as in
ばん。
bun.
ばん。
Bun. Bun is night. Next,
び。
this is B.
び。
B. So he, and then when we put 10, it becomes B. B as in
病院。
Byoin.
病院。
Byoin. So Byoin means hospital. Okay. Now let's go to the next one.
ぶ。
The bu.
ぶ。
Bu. So these are 4 strokes. These 4 strokes are who, and when we put this 2, it becomes bu. So bu, bu. Bu as in
部長。
bucho.
部長。
Bucho. Bucho means head of a department. Next is
べ。
be.
べ。
Be. So he becomes be. And be as in
勉強。
benkyo.
勉強。
Benkyo is study. And if it is a verb to study, then it is benkyo suru. Okay. Next is
ぼ。
bo.
ぼ。
Bo. So 1, 2, 3, 4 is ho, and then 10, it becomes bo. B-O. Bo as in
帽子。
boshi.
帽子。
Boshi. And boshi is hat that we wear on our head. It's hat. Okay, so we finished ba to bo. So let us see.
Ba,
Ba,
bi,
bi,
bu,
bu,
be,
be,
bo,
bo,
ba,
ba,
bi,
bi,
bu,
bu,
be,
be,
bo.
bo. So we finished Hiragana ba to bo. Now we'll go to Katakana ba to bo. So this 1 and 2 is ha, and 3, and when we put this 10, it becomes ba. Okay,
Ba,
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 ba, ba. Okay, and ba as in
basu,
bus.
basu,
Bus. Bus is bus.
bi,
B.
bi,
B. So B. B-I-B. B as in
video,
video.
video,
Video. So B, de, and O. Video is video. And next is
bu,
B.
bu,
B. So bu as in
buku,
book.
buku,
Book. So this is a small s. Okay. And this after the s, the consonant part will be stretched. So book. Next is
be,
be.
be,
Be. So be as in
beddo,
beddo.
beddo,
Beddo. So again, there is a s, small s, and next to the s is do. So the consonant part will be stretched. Beddo. The last is
bo,
bo.
bo,
Bo. So this 1, 2, 3, 4 is ho, and 5 and 6, 10, it becomes bo. Bo as in
botan,
botan.
botan,
Botan. And botan means button. So this we finished the complete lesson today. So anyone has any question? We have some time for question. Anyone wants to ask any question regarding today's lesson? So everybody are clear about the adjective?
Yes.
Okay, and I'll give some maybe some kind of test in our YouTube. I have given some polls which if you would like to just check your knowledge, you can fill up those polls and just see how. So I thought I'll just look how whether it will be useful or not. So yeah, I put some polls. Yeah, and maybe I'll try to put some practice sheets also. So I hope it will be useful to you all.
I have a question.
Yes, please, Nell.
I have a question.
Yeah. Yes, please.
Yeah. I have a question. This is probably for later on when we know how to write more. But how do we distinguish when to put in the kanji word when we write the sentence instead of the katakana or hiragana?
Where to put katakana? Usually the katakana is for foreign words, so that is clear. And sometimes this hiragana, usually it is
So how do we know when to put in the kanji character?
Kanji characters are usually for some objects. For example, let us say yama. Then yama, there is a kanji. And verbs, usually the verbs along with the stem verb, there are like ing, just like the verb work, working. So ing will be with it. So this ing in Japanese, it will be in hiragana. So,
Okay.
so are you clear about this? And if you are not clear, I will ask you to look into this our group, where I have clearly written in very in detail about where kanji is used, where hiragana is used, and where katakana is used. Kanji is used for all the objects. Hiragana usually accompanies with the verb to know
okay.
whether the things happened in the past or in the future,
Yeah.
or in the present. So that's when we use hiragana. And some common words like kawaii,
Okay.
when we use, though there is kanji for it, we prefer to use the hiragana. And katakana is for foreign
Okay.
words. So,
For yeah.
yeah, it's
All right.
always for foreign words.
Okay. Arigato.
Okay. Yeah, and I will send you the link of the guide post that I have made about this hiragana, katakana, and kanji. So you will be more clear about that. Okay.
All right.
All right.
Arigato.
So thank you for today, and let us continue in the next class. So thank you for coming today.
Okay.
Bye. See you.
Thank you. Thank you for your time. Thank you.
Thank you so much.